Hey everybody. Uh, so last video I showed you my Rob Zombie collection and I said I was going to do some opinionated videos. So I'm going to go ahead and do why I think Rob Zombie was good for the whole Michael Myers franchise. I'm not going to wear that the whole entire time. Anyways, um, so as everybody knows, the Rob Zombie Halloween movies are either you love it or you hate them. There's really no in between. Um, for me, as I stated before, when it comes to the Rob Zombie movies, it's Halloween 1 and the first 10-15 minutes, the whole dream sequence at the beginning of Halloween 2. From there on, I don't really count it. It's complete dog shit to me. I do appreciate what Rob Zombie tried to do. He tried to make his own. He went off on his own thing. It was just kind of too supernatural. The whole white horse and the ghost of his mom and all this other stuff just was completely absurd to me. You could have went and did the whole movie without that, and I actually might have liked it a little bit better. Not to say it's bad. As a standalone movie, if it wasn't Michael Myers, it would be perfectly fine. But yeah, so I was thinking about it last night, and the overall response to Rob Zombie's Halloween is a lot of times you get, that people can do without it, or, it just wasn't necessary. And I disagree for a few reasons here. Halloween Resurrection came out in 2002. We saw the death of Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, and the rest of the movie was, just random kids go in the house. There wasn't any connection at all. And even moving forward, how the movie ended, they couldn't continue because there was no connection at all. I, for one, hate Halloween 4, 5, and 6. I can't stand them. I probably won't collect the masks. If I do, they'll be the last thing I purchase, and it probably won't go in the case. Halloween 4, the storyline, okay, I can follow it a little bit. Halloween 5, 6, complete garbage. But with that said, they at least had, a storyline in place where people were connected to a certain character, stuff like that. After Halloween Resurrection, that was gone. I'm pretty sure Jamie Lee Curtis at that time probably never thought she would come back to a sequel. So a bunch of movies after that would have been just Michael Myers, stalking a bunch of random teenagers like he did in Resurrection. Or they could have went and brought in a new lead character for a few more movies, but even then, excuse me. So 2007 comes around, and Rob Zombie's Halloween comes out. I did skip college classes to see it, and I left the theater excited and happy for that style of Halloween. Now, I wasn't as big a fan of Michael Myers as I am today, but he was still my favorite horror icon. And I've seen all the other movies beforehand, and you've seen the transition of him becoming, sort of a silent killer to a complete slasher. And depending on, because of the times, from the 70s to the 80s, that's understandable. Friday 13th films and all that. But all in all, Michael Myers was still the same. There's not much to do with a character that doesn't speak at all, doesn't run or anything like that. So when Rob Zombie's Halloween came out, I looked at it as, this is a Michael Myers for today and this generation. This generation wants to see carnage due to Saw. They want to see all the blood, the guts, they want to see aggressiveness. And that's what Tyler Mane brought as Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie series. And I welcomed it. I liked seeing Michael Myers, being built and 7 feet tall and just a complete monster in that movie. There was times in that movie where you go see you see a killing in a movie and you just have to laugh because it's so brutal and it's like, oh my. And that's exactly what I did in Halloween, especially in Halloween 2, jumping the gun, when he murders the nurse at the beginning, stabs her like 20 some times or something, and grunting. Fantastic. I mean, so what Halloween to me did was, one, people might not agree with it being a reboot. They might not like the direction of the young Michael Myers and the storyline, but it gave, it gave an opening to different sort of fans. Fans that might not have been so into the older movies, and they've only got shit movies like H2O and Resurrection, and Michael wasn't scary in either of them. H2O a little bit, Resurrection completely not. So this one brings out a little more of the scare factor, brings in a different audience for the people that like the real tough and gory and aggressive kills and stuff like that. So that brought that to the fan base as well. So now you have two fan bases, one of where you like the mystique and the mystery behind Michael Myers from the original movie. Is he human? Is he not? And then you have this other one where he's just a 7-foot monster that's just going out and just butchering people. So instead of having just one side of the fan base, now you have both sides, which is fantastic. And Rob Zombie still kind of kept some of the stalkers, just Michael's qualities and stuff like that. The whole time thinking Rob Zombie's movies, I'm looking at the 7-foot child. Just the way he uses his eyes in the mask and just how he acts at times. He still has a child mentality to him if a child was a serial killer. And it brought that personality to Michael that you don't see in the earlier films, which I liked. It also, marketing. Growing up, I did see, some of the older NECA action figures and stuff that I own, but you didn't see a lot. That changed. Even H2O, you didn't see much coming out. Resurrection, I didn't see much anything come out Resurrection, except that there's an odd action figure. He's buff arms with 2 daggers or something. Looks like a Mortal Kombat figure. Complete garbage. But you have the NECA figures, the Living Dead dolls, a bunch of new masks and everything. So it helps with the collectors as well. So it kind of boosted Michael Myers into what he is now. Whether you like it or not, you can say it was a 2018 film that just came out, but really it started with 2007's Halloween 1. Another thing is the collection of masks and stuff like that. I don't know how many people are really insecure about this or anything, but if you're a bigger guy and you look at the original Halloween movies, you're not gonna you might fade away from cosplaying or dressing up on Halloween as Michael Myers if you are a bigger person, because Nick Castle was long and skinny. I mean, yeah, they did Wilbur wore the pads in Halloween 4 and was a little chunkier in Halloween 6. I do give him that. But, you're not going to pull it off. For me, it's perfect. I'm only 5'9.5", 5'10". I do have a slight, slim build. So I can pull off a Nick Castle, James G. Courtney type look and get away with it. But someone that is 7 foot tall, before the Rob Zombie movie, someone 7 foot tall, 200 plus pounds or more, it just won't work for them to go ahead and dress up like Michael Myers. Now you have this 6, 7 foot tall beast of a man. It gives you more opportunity to expand your how should I put this? Who dresses up as Michael Myers on Halloween. Now, I know that's not a big issue, but there's some people that like to be spot on, and if you're a bigger guy, you might not want that. You might go as Jason all the time because as Jason goes along, he becomes a big beast. Where Michael's just stayed an average sized man the whole time. So, and another thing that I did like, or you have to appreciate, is Michael. I mean, like I said earlier, you have two. You have Silent Stalker, Mysterious, and you have the brutal and killing Michael Myers. But they're in their two separate movies, which is good, because if you don't like one, you don't have to watch them. You can throw them out, and it doesn't affect the other timeline. Which now we all know the timeline's a mess anyway, so that's another story. But where I'm getting this at is, for the most part, Child's Play, Friday the 13th, but Nightmare on Elm Street, where you see the character go from horrifying and scary to just a complete joke. Chucky's the biggest thing. I just, actually this weekend I watched Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky, and it's a shit show. To quote, you guys know him, Dave McRae. He always says it, and now he has me saying it all the time when I'm explaining these horror movies, but it's a shit show. You had Child's Play 1, Child's Play 2. For some reason, I can't recall Child's Play 3. I might not have already seen it. But the first two, he made a few little jokes here and there, but he's being a smart ass like he probably was in real life. I'm talking about Charles Lee Ray. I could see him making him a smart ass, asshole, and stuff like that. But once it hits Bride of Chucky and stuff like that, it's joke after joke after joke. I do like Seed of Chucky just for the Glenda, whoever it is. I mean, I enjoyed that. It's kind of funny. Cult of Chucky and Curse of Chucky, I think it was. Kind of pushed the humor a little to the side, so I am excited. But the thing is it's in the same timeline. So you go from a doll that's semi-quiet and scary to just a joke and hilarious every time he does something. Same kind of with Freddy Krueger. He made his little jokes and quips here and there, but then as the movies went along, it was more about the comedy. But if you look at from Halloween 1 to Resurrection, yes, I know Michael can't talk, but it's the same type of Michael Myers. Yes, he does start, once after Halloween 2, he does become a little more brutal, but he's still not to that, blood gashing type we see Tyler Mane portray in Rob Zombie's movie. But I feel like it's necessary to have that as well, to bring in a different type of fan of horror movies. So to me, having both, you can have your cake and eat it too, was a very good thing, and that's what helped jumpstart Michael Myers into what it is today. You can agree with me, disagree. A lot of people might say Halloween H2O actually jump-started it. Again, but then you had that downfall and Resurrection. Yes, you had the 2007 Halloween Rob Zombie, which is good, and a lot of people don't like 2009, like myself. And now we're back at 2018, where he's supposed to be portrayed as the Shape again, which I don't believe he's ever called the Shape in Rob Zombie's version at all. I may be wrong, but so having, you know, having both sides to me is a huge plus. Um, it helped expand it from not just one type of person that likes this certain type of horror movie, but now, you know, you can sit with a friend and be like, oh, I like this Michael Myers, but he can like this Michael Myers, but at the end of the day, you both like Michael Myers. And that's just my opinion on it. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. There might have been a few little points I might have missed. Oh, well, this is my first opinionated video. I will have another one coming out about Halloween Kills and why I think it could be the best Halloween movie and my all-time favorite if they follow a certain set of rules. Also, I just posted my whole Halloween Rob Zombie collection. Go ahead and check that out. Like, subscribe, share it with some guys I'm trying to build up here. So I want to thank you guys very much for those who have watched. I do appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a great day.